guys, my name's Jessica Bryan and I'm here to talk about chapter 4 and 5. Those are the chapters that I chose from our communications book, the book called Business and Professional Communications. And I decided to choose chapters 4 and 5 because I really like that they are talking more about focusing on entering the workplace, how you communicate, and I also like that they're talking about excelling in the workplace in part 4. I think that that is something that I can see myself doing, even though I am a non-traditional student and I do see myself exceeding in the workforce. It's just trying to get in the first place and having to prove myself. So I really appreciated the lessons that were given in that, and I loved the cover letter that they had given as an example. So in this cover letter, they talk about Heather, and she is doing a great job of selling herself. So in the cover letter, she is talking about how she has all these skills and she has dialed it down for this job in particular. Rather than just talking about things that she's good at, she has looked at all the job requirements, the ins and the outs. So it's extremely detailed. I like that she had put multiple paragraphs in this example as well, and I look forward to making a new one myself, and I will be customizing it the same way. So I think that that was very helpful. I like that she said that her qualifications, so in the actual resume, I love that it has, sorry, I know this is kind of hard to see here, not the best visual. So anyway, in the resume, she talks about how she has summary of qualifications, which I like because it's better and it's more detailed than skills. It sounds a little bit more intelligent. Yeah, so definitely going to be looking into that. I absolutely loved the Quincia. I felt like that was such a good lesson, and I will be using that resource continuously, even after class. All right, so, I used to think that the cover letter was just basically a summary of your resume, but after seeing this example, I had a chance, and I love that it shows how to connect your experience and how it can be a strong fit for this job. In particular, not just summarizing resume, because that's kind of boring. You really need to stand out from the crowd. And I'd already talked about Quincia. I do love, once again, going back to the Quincia Smart platform. I think that is so helpful, giving us a higher chance to get through and pass the AI scanners and everything that kind of weeds out the average resumes and applications that aren't very impressive. So I'm very thankful for that lesson. Now, the reason that this is meaningful to me is because I will be entering the job field in a more professional environment after working as a custodian for 18 years. I have worked at Ball State as a custodian for 18 years because I have mostly stayed for my daughter for tuition remission, but also I wasn't sure what I wanted to do either, and now I know that I definitely want to have a career leading, whether that be coaching, finance, possibly teaching, because I do that already with Financial Peace, and I love helping people get out of situations and believe in themselves. So really looking forward to having something that is a little bit more meaningful as a career. Now, as far as chapter 4, I liked that it helped present, a very clear plan, and gave me a little bit more of confidence to approach this process. So thankful for that. Now, I had already mentioned how much I look forward to building strong connections and engaging in those to help support growth of others, but also help support growth within myself. Now, I love helping others, and so I will be moving to a new city, and I do have my fiance there and his friends, so I'm not like, and I'm not going without knowing anybody at all. But one thing I'm definitely doing is networking. So if I happen to meet somebody, I'm always trying to figure out ways that I can connect and connections that I can make and who I can talk to, that something can possibly lead to something else that could be so much bigger. I really, building connections is where it is at. So I had met a girl at a concert recently, and she works at a concert venue as the human resources. So we'll be connecting and talking about that. So as far also, I just appreciate this class. I feel like a lot of people should take communications. Anybody who is in college should take at least one communications class. I'm not sure if that's a requirement for everyone or not, because it can help you build the confidence that you need for your speaking and connecting. And it's not just things that everybody knows. A lot of people aren't sure what to do when they're entering the work environment, and they think that sending out applications is enough, and they don't necessarily believe in themselves to where they can go up to people, or even trying to fill out your resume. The fact that was in this class, I didn't expect that. I thought we were just going to talk about people, situations, connecting and communicating. But yeah, I really liked it. Also, one thing that I decided to do, this is kind of random, but I decided to take off my graduation date, my high school graduation date, off of my resume because of ageism. So yeah. All right, well, that is my 8 minutes, and that concludes this. And I think I hit all the points that I needed to. So thanks, everyone. I wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Bye.